relationship. Yeah. But they're not willing to be paid. And sometimes you're scared to call them because you know they don't want you to give. But my God has never let me down. It's disheartening at times. Because people should be saying, yes, I can. And they're saying, no, I can't. And you're longing for that help. But you just can't get it. But still, I know I can. I know I can. I want to say to you today, don't lose faith with God. Don't stop trusting Him. He's there with arms wide open, wanting to help in every situation. But when we look at things that are going on in this world today, so many people are discouraged. They're so tore down, they're so hurt. From being left out, left alone, ostracized, mistreated. I just can't count in my mind the people I've talked to that have been hurt from the churches. A place they were going to get hope. Just not too long ago, the man told me, he said, I was glad baby, to come to your church, because I went to the church. And they act like they didn't even want me there. They were so cold and indifferent. And had it not been for the fact that they had passed on a card for me to fill out, and the secretary read my name, they wouldn't even know that I was there. Because the people never even addressed me and thanked me for coming, or even said we're glad to have you. Yeah. Said I went to that church, said that was the coldest place I'd ever gone to. But he said when I came to your church, I felt such a difference. Yeah. He said from the minute I touched the doors and stepped through the doors, I felt like, you're welcome. We love you. We appreciate you coming and working with us. Come and worship with us. And I can only say this. It's God and God's people. Not me, but it's God and God's people that make you feel that way. And what I want to say to you today is don't let anything going on in this world today tell you you can't succeed. You don't know, sometimes teachers in school are whispering to your children, you're no good, you can't do it. They ain't gonna let the administrator hear them because they know they'd be gone. But in so many words, they're telling your children, just call them who they are. Not because they have tried them and see what they can do. They tell them that just because of who they are. And they don't want to see them succeed. And they'll implant that seed in that mind of that kid before you know the kid is saying, I can't do it. And the same thing happens in the church. Preachers are putting the wrong thing in people's minds. They're planting seeds of I can't. And people aren't trying to live right because people are planting the wrong seeds. When we should be telling them you can. come dragging in here and smelling like a brewery, you still can. The question was raised on the radio this week, where in the Bible do you see in the New Testament? There is no place in the New Testament that say that speaks against homosexuality. Only in the New Testament. So by the time that the new had got here, this is what the person was saying, by the time the new had got here, it must have been such an immature fact that it wasn't worthwhile speaking about it in the New Testament. And I was going out trying to couldn't get my phone to dial for nothing, but I was going to give them an answer. It's spoken of more than one time in the New Testament. Just because you haven't read it don't mean it's there, not there. But before I heard some other older gentleman come on out, he said, yes, it's in Romans the first chapter, New Testament. They go on down to Thessalonians, go on into Corinthians. It speaks against it.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, I didn't say that we're speaking against them coming to the church. Because this is the place they're going to learn. Yeah. So we can't be indifferent, I'm funny, I ain't want to sit near them, I don't want to be near them. Because they got to learn just like you and I had to learn. That somebody cares and somebody loves them enough. Just tell them what's right. Right? You can look out and say, yes, you can. They say, well, I can't give up this lifestyle. Yes, you can. Because I started to tell you this morning, my brother-in-law looked at me and said, I've done so much wrong. I mistreated people. I ain't lived for God or nothing. I'm on my dying bed, so I know God can't forgive. I said, God can forgive you right now. Yeah. I said, all you got to do is sit by your head and ask him to forgive you and mean it. And then I talked him through Romans 10:9. If thou believe in thy heart, confess with thy mouth, thou shalt be saved. When I finished, tears was running down his eyes. I said, God has forgiven you for anything. That was on, I think, on the weekend, on that Wednesday, he went on. And I went to his funeral and I told him on the pulpit, I said, I believe he made himself right because I was there. Yeah. And another young man getting ready to take his life with the gun in his hand, sitting in the car, called me on my job, standing by the phone. I talked to him while he was contemplating suicide. And I told him, you don't have to do that. I said, even though he was upset because the woman told him she didn't love him, I said, even though she don't love you, I do. I said, God does. And there's a whole lot of other people that do. I said, and furthermore, she ain't the only fish in the sea. All you got to do is go swimming. See, I used to like the fishing part, but sometimes the right thing don't like the hook. So some of you got to jump in the water so you can see what you get. Now the brother told us that when you're fishing, you don't pull up anything. He said and that's why he's talking about people in the church. He said people in the church is like people in the like a fisher fishing. He said when you pull them up, sometimes you get suckers. So you get a hard heads, hammerheads. They call them hard heads. You get carp. Y'all know what a carp does? He has to lay in the mud. Hard when you hook him, it's hard pulling him up because he can stick in that mud and hang right there. Oh, how much? I don't know how I'm over here. I'm just trying to show you. But even the carp, I'll tell him, Sister Maggie, yes, you can. Somebody said, thank you, Jesus. Stand if you will, I'm done. But I hope I preached that message that has encouraged you. Sometimes you got to look at the individual that's giving you the trouble and tell them,